Hello guys, welcome to Air Tycoon Online 3. Today we're going to be playing Air Tycoon Online 3 for the first time. I've never played this game before, but I've briefly taken a look around. I was originally recording, but then I realized there were so many things I didn't know that I couldn't do recording immediately because I was just stopping and reading things to figure out stuff about the game, and I realized something. First of all, I cannot start in London because I do not have enough slots. As you can see, the airport's full and there's not enough slots, and if I want to play, well, then I'll run out of things to do because I can't open any routes besides ones that come from London for now. Now, what they've done in this game, I feel like makes it a little more boring, but not that much. But basically what has happened is from now on, you will need to have 20 routes from an existing city before you can make your next hub. Now, that's okay, I don't see the point of it, but that limits the amount of ways you can expand initially. While it didn't really fix the problem that the ways that the route numbers, like the way your like passenger count and stuff was calculated, was not affected by any hubbing because the game wasn't very smart about that. So instead, they've just chosen to make this kind of phony fix, which I don't think is actually very good because it doesn't change anything about, the way I'm going to make my company. It's still going to be the exact same. I'm still going to make random routes everywhere. Once almost all the cities in the world are my hubs because I've just completed so many routes. It's just when I'm starting out, I have to do what I would usually like to do in a different order in order to accomplish the same thing. So it's not limiting the, like, fixing the problem in the game where, having a better arranged airline in this way, in an intelligent way, increases your passenger count. No, that's not really the case. Instead, what they've chosen to do instead is they've basically made it so that it feels like it makes a difference, but it doesn't at all. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hopping from world to world until I find one where London has enough slots for me to make 20 routes. That's basically it, because I'm never going to get it. Like, this is not fun so far. It's not fun so far. Basically, yeah, as you can see here, I'm just going to be hopping from channel to channel until I find one where London is not full, or I can just settle for a shitty-ass city somewhere else. But no, I'm going to find one with London, and I'm going to use London because I want to. Please give me a fresh world. I want a fresh world, like a 1961.0. I'm not going to get a 1961.0, but I can hope, right? I can hope. So I've already tried those two channels. I guess this one's next then. Well, this game so far has been a disappointment, actually. When I was reading the comments for this game, I heard people praising the new hub and spoke system, so I was really hoping that the hubbing would be significant, but it seems to just be annoying because, like, as you can see here, I'm gonna be literally making accounts until I can freaking find one where I can play right away. Like, of course I can just wait until somebody builds a new airport in London or whatever, but I would really like to start in London because there's so many routes available to it. But of course I can't make any of those. I can make like each route with one schedule, and that would work too, but I don't want to do that. Please just give me a London with space. Did I get it? Did I get it? We're about to find out. It only took 3 attempts, that's not bad. Ooh, it's looking good so far. Yes. So this London has space, so I will be playing in this world, and I'll very quickly get started with slot requests because I need more slots. Now, the other thing I was hoping that would fix is the GUI lag. Nope, still here. Maybe I need a faster phone, but I mean, the only real upgrade I could get from here is an iPhone, and I don't want to use an iPhone because iPhones are terrible to use. Well, they're not terrible, I guess it's subjective, but I don't like the way the operating system works and so on and so forth. So I really prefer Android in that sense. So everything else I've noticed is still very similar to the way things are in Air Tycoon 1. I got the Tupolev 124, of course, my favorite. You know, I could probably use the 104 and get full 2. But of course, if I do this, I'll be able to do it much faster. Did I remember? Wait, did I remember to lower the seats to minimum? Yes, I am playing at 4 a.m., so it's quite late. And my brain is probably not working. Did I just order 1? I think I just ordered 1. Oops. Yes, I actually just accidentally ordered a single plane. Okay, that's dumb. Well, I guess the signs of 4 a.m. are definitely here. But I'll just use this plane right away. I mean, I have to rush to, you know, use all the slots in London real quick. So far, everything... 1.39? That's a big nerf. I was previously able to make 1.6, but now I'm only able to make 1.39? That might make the Tupolev 104 a better option. Oh, am I selecting like a tier? What does it mean, 0 kinds? Set? Oh, jeez. This looks quite complicated. Let's do simple because it's a short. Wow. Is this permanent? Oh, I think I get it now. I can make presets, and I can just click the presets. That's brilliant, actually. So this will be my first preset. This will be my second preset, which will be simple, except with, I don't know, something like this. Oh, I need to set it to 1 time. There we go. Here we have moderate. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing is I'm making presets for the different ranges. I really like that. So that would be middle range. This will be long range. I'm gonna have to adjust this actually to make it slightly better. Hold up. This will be for very long range. And this will be for ultra long range. Damn, that's expensive. But that's not a big deal, to be honest. So, sweet. So, of course, we're doing short range. So, I'm going to make this. Wow, that's very convenient. That will save me many, many, many hours in the long run. I appreciate that. I really do. That is a great change, to be honest. That is really, really great. Okay, so there's ups and downs. Like, I don't like... Okay, that saves. Nice, nice, nice. So there's some really nice new aspects to this game. Quality of life changes. I did notice also that there was a change to... Whoops, that's not the right button. There was a change to the way planes are auto-replaced. So you can set the size differential you allow between the auto-replace. Wait, what? Oh, right, my new Tupolevs have not arrived yet. So basically, for example, in previous ATO, the auto-replace would not replace aircraft with different classes. I have a feeling that's not a problem anymore, because you can set to within a size differential, which is really, really brilliant. Yes, this is really nice. This is really nice. I also enjoy the 25 slots instead of 20. it makes short range routes much easier to do, basically. So yes, this is excellent. This is really excellent indeed. As you can see, I'm just going to be ripping out routes to all sorts of places. Malmo, and anywhere to London, basically. Because London is just OP. No airport. Yes, this is all very similar to Air Tycoon, like all the previous Air Tycoons. The good old system of business and tour is still intact. I don't think they fucked with that at all. So the previous ideas of stopovers, um, like the way you just select the biggest routes instead of any specific routes, all of that is the exact same, I'm pretty sure, as previous ATOs. I will find out if there's any intelligent system that boosts the amount of passengers you get from your hubs. Because in real life, for example, at a hub for a major airline, like a non-budget style airline, right? People will be laying over, and basically they'll go from your long range routes to your short range routes. So it'll have the effect, the same effect as having a whole bunch of smaller P2P routes or point-to-point routes. Of course, they accomplish the same thing as a point-to-point route of getting a person from point A to point B, but they do so in a different way. And they did so in a way that was more economically viable in older times where there were no smaller economic planes. But we have a lot of planes which are built for point-to-point travel now, like the Boeing 787 in real life. Now, of course, in this game, you can basically do whatever you like. I mean, you don't have to follow P2P or whatever the shit, even with older planes, and it's still economically viable, because the game just generates more passengers than it should for a lot of routes. Like, for example, London to, I don't know, let me think of something real quick. London to Vancouver. In real life, that would not probably generate as much traffic as, actually, Vancouver is, like, pretty big, but not in the 60s. So, like, London to Vancouver in this game will, be decently profitable. Nobody can really complain. But in real life, I'm pretty sure in the 60s that would not have been a route which generated a viable amount of income. Same with, ridiculous things I do, like London to Chiang Mai direct with like a 6767 on a stopover, and it's always full no matter what. I'm pretty sure that kind of stuff just does not happen in real life, and it happens in this game. Just because the numbers aren't adjusted perfectly. So, yeah, that basically makes it so you are allowed to do a lot of very interesting things, basically. And I don't think that's been fixed because, as you can see, all the old business and tour things are still intact. I do feel like the GUI is a little bit faster than ATO2, actually, so that's nice. I thought it was slower at first, but now that I'm probably getting used to it, I'm realizing it's probably a bit faster. I find the GUI a little bit harder to read quickly, but maybe that's just because I'm not used to it. So yeah, this is good. This is good. I like it. I like it. I'll do Prague, even though I'm almost guaranteed to get competition on it. I mean, I don't even think I'll notice on a plane as insignificant as the TU-124. Wait, what am I doing? Just trying to make a route. I'm getting those two buttons confused for now. Let's see how long it takes me to stop. Oh yeah, I'm sad that the new, like, biggest differential in price you can get is 1.4. Hopefully that doesn't ruin me a bit. I did prefer having, ATO1 you could charge as much as 1.7 times the base price, and then in ATO2 it was downgraded to 1.6, and now we're down to 1.4. So I guess that's stopping people from abusing stopovers as hard as somebody like me. But at the same time, it might make it so that it's actually moderating our own ability to screw ourselves by making the price too high. I don't know yet. We'll find out. Another thing, leases. I'm not sure how stopovers work yet in this game, if they exist and all that stuff. So I'm probably just going to be using my leases right away instead of what I would usually do, which is not lease anything until the 747 is available for a lease. So I can basically exploit the 747 to the maximum of my ability and lease the most of them, and so on and so forth, basically. I think I'm just going to use my leases right away to try and get my company as big as possible, as big as quickly, as big as 4 a.m. talking, man. It's not going well. But yeah, basically, if I want to get my company as big as possible, as early as possible, I should be using my leases. If you use your leases tactically in this game, it is almost impossible you lose money from it, as long as you know how to use them properly. Basically, you just have to make sure your lease routes are making about double the lease expense and you're making money. And making money is better than not making money. So, yeah. If it's 3 times, then you're making good money. Like, basically, how you can judge how much money you need to be making for a route is basically you take the lease expense and multiply that by 4. And that's, like, very, very profitable. About as profitable as you can get. Multiply it by 3, that's good. That's a good average profitability. Multiply it by 2, and you're just about making profit. And any less, and you should just get rid of the route and unleash the aircraft because you're losing money from it. That's a general rule of thumb. For example, my 747s, right? If I was only making 8K from each 747, not really worth it. I think 8K is about, I think the lease expense is like 3K or 4K for a 747. I can't remember. If it's 3K, well then, if you're making 6K, you're like, it's kind of worth keeping, but not really. And then, if you make 12K from that plane, then you're like, yep, that's pretty good. No, I'm pretty sure it's 3K, actually, the lease price for a 747 monthly payment, but I can't remember, so, yeah, I really can't remember. Whatever it is, it's not too important. Of course, you can just, figure that out, multiplying by 3, 2, or 1, or whatever. It's not difficult. Anyone can figure it out. But you just really have to understand that that's the case. And, yeah. Yeah, this game is pretty good. Now, all I need is, I need 8, 8 what? What am I thinking? Hold up. Oh yeah, I need 20 aircraft from London, and then I'm able to start in a new hub. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to make a route to the city before I'm allowed to start hubbing off of it, or I can just start hubbing off of it. Apparently, the city needs to have a name value of 50 or greater for it to be a hub. I'm not sure if the name value stat is specific to my company or specific to the city. So does that mean I have to establish a name value of 50 in that city before I can go there? Or is it just the city's name value? I'm not sure yet. We will find out. For example, I know that if I go into, I think it's this tab, and then, no, it's this tab, it's definitely this tab. Give that a second to load. I think it's here. Yes, where if you go into advertising cities, as you can see, London's the only one so far, has a name value of 60. Now, I do not know if, like, I want to, for example, open a new hub in New York next. Do I need that name value in New York by making a route there and then establishing name value there? Or does New York just have good enough name value so I can just go there? I don't know. I don't know yet. We will find out, which is why this game could be pretty interesting, but at the same time, I think it would just be more annoying than interesting. Because, of course, like, for example, right now, all my freaking routes have to come out of London. Like, I've already used most of my slots for it. So if I can't, hit the amount of slots I need today, then I'm going to have to wait for somebody to build an airport to do that tomorrow. But anyways, I do have to go to sleep, so I guess that's not a bad thing. Yeah, this is pretty fun. I should probably go to sleep, but as long as I still have money, I will keep playing this game until I run out of money in this game, and then I will have to stop. I do like the 25 slaughter quest, though. Like, look at this. I basically took this thing from 2,100 to 2,500 in an instant. Like, it's beautiful. Nobody took London to Surge. I'm not gonna do that because somebody else will overlap it, but that's just pretty cool. I probably want to start making my routes longer if possible, so that I'll actually be able to try making a new hub. Because if I make it longer, of course, there'll be less schedules and I seem to be running out of slots without having enough routes right now. So let's pick cities at the edge of the radius, basically. Belgrade is about there. Yeah, basically as far as possible from London, which I can still reach, so I can, minimize the amount of slots I'm using per route. Yeah, I only have 100 left, and I'm not sure if I'm even close to 20 routes yet. 20 routes is a lot, to be honest. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it. If I'm not, I'll just start making routes with... Oh, I was only allowed to request 6 there. You're still only allowed to have 50 empty slots, I guess, but you're able to hit 50 empty slots a lot quicker, of course. Oh, nope. The fact that that button can quite easily be covered is kind of annoying, actually. But that's fine, that's fine. It's a small detail, small detail. Let's not get mad about small details. Yeah, so what's my plan in this game? Maybe I'll try and finish first in my first world, why not? I have a feeling other people might take a little bit longer to catch on than I do. I'm not sure, who knows, there might be a lot of mechanics I don't know about yet, and a company like I previously liked ran or am running now might just not work anymore. I don't know yet. We will find out. But however we find out, I'm okay with. Even if my company crashes and burns and fails and just does not make any money, even though I highly doubt it for some reason, I really think I will be able to. I really think it is similar enough to Air Tycoon Online 2, where I can just make a company as I am now, and I'll be doing fine. How do I check how many routes I have? Is this how many routes I have? Do I have 14 routes? Is that how many routes I have? Cool. Does that mean I need 6 more? Ooh, I'm not gonna quite have enough slots for 6 more. Let's go even longer. So is Ankara in range? Where does it say the range? Oh, there it is. 2,800. Okay, that's way too far. 2,000. Sofia is just about right. Sofia's tiny, but it doesn't even matter. Like, it's still more than big enough. I love the 25 slots, though. I love it. Holy shit. I cannot understate how nice it feels to be able to request 25 slots at once. That it truly is quite liberating, actually. Like, as you can see, there was only one of my cities which required more slots because 25 wasn't enough. Like, this is so nice. Oh, I love this. So even if this game turns out to be really annoying to progress in due to the hub system, I do like the quality of life changes to the point where I might play this game anyway. And of course the fact it's just the most recent one, so the most people are interested in it. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. I really am. I do not enjoy the fact that London is almost full though. Oh, why do I have 50 slots in Minsk? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'll use them eventually. Though at the speed of requesting, I don't know if it'll stay like this, but at the speed of slot requests right now, there's no reason to keep them. I could just delete them and get them back whenever I want. But I have a feeling in the future, the slot request timer will go up like it does in Air Tycoon Online 2. Pretty sure that's my level up there in this corner. So yeah, once that gets higher, we'll have the good old usual, annoying ass slot request timer increase, and all the things you don't really want but are inevitable anyway. Is Jinso too far? No, it's too far. 2,100. It's Kiev. Kiev's not. Oh, Kiev's too far. Wow, Pescara is not taking. Is Tripoli too far? Yeah. That means Palermo should be enriched. Ooh, Palermo's pretty good. It probably won't get overlapped for a while also. Yeah, I can see right away that there's less people in this game, it feels like, or people are not able to play as efficiently as they'd like to because of the new slots, the new hub system. I don't know yet. We'll find out. Gotta get used to that blocking though. I'm pretty sure it's not like that in Air Tycoon Online 2, though I might be mistaken. I don't really remember how the GUI looks. Just like my brain just responds automatically to the way it does look, and I don't know. So there we go. London's full. Is Rabat in range? Yes, it is. So is Casablanca. But I won't even do that route because I know it'll get overlapped. these routes are close to max range, so I guess I'll make those. Whew. Huh? Oh, okay, just unresponsive for some reason. You guys see my clicks, right? I'm pretty sure I turned that on. Like there should be like a little thing where I'm clicking, so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I feel like because there's no other way to describe, what I'm doing. I think it really helps to show that, it's inputs, and it's not just a video screen responding automatically or something like that. But anyways, that's all the routes that the slots could fit. So how many is that? 19? I only need one more to make a new hub, right? So that means I'll just make a route with only 6 schedules. That's fine. I'll increase it later when I get the chance. Do I have a single city where I requested? No, I don't. Of course I don't. I'll just do Porto then. It's pretty interesting. I've been following a lot of European soccer lately, and a lot of the cities that you didn't really associate with anything before, you start to associate with football clubs when you watch enough soccer. Well, football, soccer, is used interchangeably basically, but well, not interchangeably, but America it's soccer, and in Europe most people call it football. But yeah, okay. No, let's not have $100 service fee on my ultra short range route. So there we go. London is full. Now I made 20 routes there. Can I make a new hub? Can I make my new hub? I want a new hub. Well, hello. How do I make this my new hub? I do not know how to make this my new hub. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I gotta go to sleep now because it's too late and my brain is not working. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.